Hey guys, this is Miss Sebastian and we're going to look at your first part of converting units. So Mrs. Ryan plants 3 flowers along 4 inches of garden row. Okay, so we got 3 flowers per 4 inches of garden rows. The garden row is 3 feet long. How many flowers can she plant along the garden row? So we're going to start by multiplying to change inches to feet. So to get inches, I'm going to have to put inches on top because inches is on the bottom here, and to get these to cancel out, they have to be on opposite parts of this division line. So I think about how many inches are in 1 foot, and I say, oh, that's easy, that's 12 inches. So now I can cancel out my inches, and now I've got flowers per feet, but I need to know how many flowers she can fit in 3 feet. Whoops, sorry, 3 feet. So then my feet will cancel out, and I can figure out how many flowers. So all I'm going to do is multiply across the top. 3 times 12 times 3 gives me 108, and the only unit I've got left is flowers. Okay, beautiful picture there, I know. Okay, per 4. Okay, and we have no other units there. So I'm going to say 108 divided by 4 to simplify, and I get 27 flowers. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, Caitlin drew a line 4.3 meters long. How many centimeters long is the line? So we're changing meters to centimeters. So I want to end up with centimeters on the top, meters on the bottom, because I want these to cancel out. So this one's on the top. I need this one on the bottom so it'll cancel. So I'm going to put 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. Now I want this to equal 1, so this will still stay equivalent. Okay, but my meters can now cancel out. 4.3 times 100 is 430 centimeters. So my answer will be 430 centimeters. Okay, number 3. A math book is 2.9 decimeters wide. How many millimeters is that? Okay, so you can use this, and it wants you, the 2 number lines can work together like a double number line. Use the 2 number lines to determine the answer. Okay, I was going to see if that had it. Okay, so a math book is 2.9 decimeters wide, and we're turning that into millimeters. So we want millimeters on the top, and we want decimeters on the bottom so that those two will cancel out. So 1 decimeter is equal to 100 millimeters. So now I can cancel out my decimeters, and I get 2.9 times 100 is 290 millimeters. Okay, number 4. Janice bought 5.5 meters of fabric. How many yards did she buy? So it says a meter to yard is the conversion we're doing. So in 1 meter, there are 1.09 yards. So remember, I put the meter on bottom because the meter was on top up here, and I want them to cancel out. So now I'm just going to multiply 5.5 times 1.09, and I get 5 and 995 thousandths yards. And it says do not round your answer. Okay, number 5. 1 inch equals 2 and 5400 centimeters. Okay, so I've got my conversion. How many centimeters equal 13 inches? So, I want to make sure inches are on the bottom, centimeters are on top, and I'm going to put in my conversion they gave us. So 1 inch equals 2.54. Inches cancel out, and I'm just going to multiply across the top. And I could divide by what's left on the bottom, but it's just 1, so it's not going to matter. So 13 times 2.54 gives me 33 and 200 centimeters. Okay, number 6. Okay, drag the equivalent measure to each box. So I've got 12 inches. If I wanted to change that to feet, remember there's 12 inches per foot. So that would be 1.5 feet. And I see that down here. Okay, I see 9 feet. Let's see, in yards, I would have to divide this by 3. So that would be 3 yards. 72 inches. Well, if I wanted to change that to feet, which the other two are, I would divide by 6. I'd divide by 12 and get 6 feet. So it can't be this one, but maybe it'll be that one. And then to change it to yards, I would have to divide by 3. And 6 divided by 3 does give me 2 yards. So that would be 72 inches. Now, 3 feet and 5 feet are not the same. 12 inches gives me 1 foot, not 3 feet. 36 divided by 12 for 12 inches in a foot would be 3 feet, so 36 inches. Okay. Number 7, still drag the equivalent measurement to each box. So 1.4 meters. Okay, you're going to look at, these are all in centimeters, so let's just change each of these to centimeters. So 1.4 meters. In 1 meter there are 100 centimeters. So I'm just going to multiply 1.4 times 100 is 140 centimeters. So that one's gone. For 44 millimeters, I'm going to multiply in 1 centimeter. There are 10 millimeters. So I'm going to multiply across the top, and I get 144 divided by the 10 that's left. So I get 14.4 centimeters. Then I'm going to change 14.4 meters to centimeters. So in 1 meter there are 100 centimeters. So I'm going to multiply 14.4 times 100, and I do get 1,440 centimeters. Okay, number 8. Mr. Welch bought 24 feet of fencing. How many yards did he buy? So we're going to have to do the conversion. There are 3 feet in 1 yard. Feet cancel out. I multiply across the top and get 24 yards over 3. So I can simplify 24 divided by 3 to 8 yards. And then the last one, 1 meter, it's the same as 3.28 feet. And we want to know 8.4 meters. So we want to know how many feet are equal to 8.4 meters. Okay, so I'm going to cancel out the meters. Whoops, let me set this up a different way because I would rather my feet be on top so that way I don't have to flip a fraction. So I'm setting it up the same way. Okay. So I'm doing that so that you can see this. So the meters cancel, and then all I have to do is multiply 3.28 or 3 and 28 hundredths times 8 and 4 tenths. And you get 27.552. If I had kept doing it this way, I would have ended up with the same thing, but it would have been over 1, and it would have said 1 over this. So I just liked the way this one turned out better, so it was a whole number and not a fraction. So there you go.